Hey, good morning everybody and welcome back to another Monday morning working here from home. I do hope that your weekend was a little bit relaxing and we're all ready to go for another week. This is a very important week in the calendar for the John F. Kennedy School. It's the last week really when our 12th grade are beginning to celebrate their final days in the school. Normally there's a lot of different activities at school. It's a beautiful moment for them to share and to celebrate. And this year, of course, that's had to be a little bit different. But the teachers there in the high school and the student council have worked hard to create a series of virtual events for them. They've had a great time on Friday, I know that. We had the Radio Anawak, for example, dedicating an hour of music to them and their dedications and lots of other bits and pieces. So they will be continuing and they will be doing everything that they hope to be doing, and I think we've got some new traditions for them that they'll be including in their celebrations for many years to come. And the graduation ceremony itself has been postponed, not cancelled. It's a beautiful ceremony. It's an old one. It's basically the same thing that we've been doing since the school started to graduate its first graduates. So that's a lovely moment for them. Well, and secondly, you may have heard on Friday the government began to issue some ideas and some suggestions about the way that the schools are going to be reopening in August. And this is all a little bit confusing at the moment still. And I just wanted to confirm to you all that we do get the Twitter feeds, we do get the Facebook messages, we see everything that's there in the newspapers, and we also get a lot of information that's sent directly to the school. So today, for example, later on, I have a meeting with the Director of Education and a lot of other schools. We're talking with the school lawyers, we're doing a lot of planning. So we will be making sure that we can comply with everything that we need to do when we open the school. And of course, as being the Kennedy, we want to do more than that, and we want to make sure that we really take advantage from everything that's been going on in the school over these last couple of months, and we want to put all of that into the school as well to come up with a better model for you if possible. So it's important to remember that while these changes are going on, I can't keep on answering all of the questions. I don't know finally whether we're going to be wearing masks or which age group we're going to be doing it, or if it's hand gel or soap and water, or how many people in a classroom, because we simply don't have all of those answers. If you remember a few weeks ago, I explained it's a bit like doing a picture puzzle where each of the pieces is a funny shape and size you don't even recognize, and you're trying to put together a picture that's not even on the box. You don't even know what it's going to look like. So that's where we are, but we are doing planning and we are moving forward, and my intention is to remain transparent with you all and to clarify where we are as we move forward. So let me explain to you a little bit about that dilemma at the moment. We have safety as our priority. It always has been and it always will be. So safety is our number one priority, but our purpose obviously is education. And with safety standards and with the safety requirements being quite as strict as they are, like they've never been before, we can't really imagine that the campus and the way that we work will be exactly the same as it was before. It's going to have to be modified. So the challenge is, how do we ensure we provide the greatest education possible while we're also maintaining the greatest safety standards possible to keep us all as safe as we possibly can from this dreadful virus. Okay, so the way we're doing that is that we've actually set up about 10 task forces. They cover between them the entire area of all of the operations of the school. There's a lot more kind of little subgroups within there, but there's 10 of these task forces, and they're working, and they're actually looking at three kind of basic levels of sort of a hierarchy of needs, if you like. And those are the physical safety that we have to deal with. They are the administrative control, all of the protocols that we need to put in place, the rules, how we're going to manage it all. And then also, finally, the social and emotional well-being of all of our students and the whole community together. Okay, so those three structures in a kind of a pyramid of needs are being worked on by each of those 10 task forces, and all of the subgroups working to each of those. So as you can imagine, it's an interconnection, a huge complex nerve center of different ideas and different problems and different issues that we need to resolve. So we've begun that process. Everybody in those groups is working at dealing with that now. And what we're doing is putting all of that together. So the first thing that I'm doing for you is on Wednesday, I'm going to publish a little brochure kind of thing We're calling it, the whole project, Coming Back, Going Forward. Instead of just back to school, which sounds a bit normal, we think, well, we're coming back to campus. This is a huge celebration, but we're going forward. We're changing, we're moving forward, and we're modernizing everything the best ways that we can. So the project is being called Coming Forward, Coming Back and Going Forward, and we'll be publishing the first part of this on Wednesday for you. Now, it doesn't answer a fraction of the questions that you've got. It doesn't make any promises. It's just a basic guide as to how we're thinking about 3 or 4 different models of education. And that is where we are at the moment. We're making a lot more information. And as we get more decisions, as we make clearer plans, I'll be providing updates. So consider this document kind of like chapter 1 of our book towards returning in August. So as we move forward, we will be providing that information. I can't answer all of those questions now, so I can't help you with some of that now. But if you wait, I promise we will be publishing as we move forward all of those plans as we put them into place and as we secure all of the details that we need. So that's something to look forward to. And as I've told you before, these things are changing almost daily. And the time lag between me writing that and getting it actually produced in a decent format and sent to you has been a couple of weeks. So already there's more information available that may not be in there. And so we'll be updating that quite regularly. Right, and I'd just like to finish today. I always like to finish with a piece of music. Today's piece of music is a little bit different, a little bit special. A teacher in elementary school, you may well know her, Sarah Schmidt. She's left, she's returned, she's back home safely now in Chicago. And she's reflected deeply on the school. She didn't have a chance to say goodbye to everybody that she wished to. And so she's actually written a song and written and performed a song, and I'd like to play that one for you today. She sent it to me. She asked me to share that with the community, to say thank you to everybody, and how important Querétaro, the JFK community, and Mexico have been in this stage of her life. So I'm going to leave you with Sarah singing her song to you, called simply Thank You, and I wish you all a very, very happy week. So stay at home, stay in touch, and stay safe. Thank you very much.
I'm sure confused and lonely. You were my rocks. Trying to learn from you. Learn to live, laugh, and grow. Would have liked to say goodbye to all the people in my life. The places, the faces, the memories. This was the best place for me to start. I gave you all love, piece of my heart. But I guess this will have to do. I'll see you. But I guess this will have to do. Thank you. Ushered, clear and ready. I was your rock. Thing or two to try on you. Learn to let my feelings show. Would have liked to say goodbye to all the people in my life. The places, the faces, the memories. This was the best place for me to start. I gave you all love, piece of so happy.